certainly going to be one for the record books.
It's why America doesn't trust winter coverage to anyone else.
You're watching the Weather Channel right now. A dangerous evening unfolding right now, expected to last well into the overnight and pick back up again tomorrow. And in fact, it's been, stop. In fact, I'm meteorologist Chris Warren, along with meteorologist Jackie Jarris. St. Louis and many areas under the threat for tornadoes, possibly strong, long-lived tornadoes.
Yeah, let's start out showing you where all the watches are in effect. I mean, this stretches hundreds of miles from Louisiana all the way on up into parts of Iowa and into Illinois. Can't quite read the top, Heather. What does it say? How many miles? You got it? Oh, there we go. 769 miles. Okay, so just shy of 1,000 miles is what we're going to be dealing with. These all go through the overnight hours into tonight. So this is going to be a multi-day severe weather event. This has already been producing tornadoes that have been causing damage. We're particularly concerned right now, Chris, about the St. Louis metro area.
And we've been watching the lightning off in the distance. You can see the skyline right here. This is looking to the west, and there's some more lightning. The storms are moving in this direction. So, Jackie, we'll watch as the rain eventually overtakes the buildings here, and there's that tornado threat.
Ooh, look at the lightning. Yeah, just forking all across the sky. So want to get to the warnings. It does include St. Louis right now, and there are actually two cells that I'm concerned about for you for St. Louis. We have this one that we had ground truth on a little bit earlier that's just about to hit St. Charles, but this is the one now.
Yes, curled up there.
It's catching my attention, but believe it or not, this is still a radar indicated tornado. But I want to show you a couple of things that I noticed while we were in the commercial break. First of all, we're starting to get that little donut hole appearance in that. So that indicates that, this is likely the area where that rising motion is happening. Tornadoes are updrafts that are spinning. And so that's likely what's happening here. And then we're getting some debris perhaps or rain that's wrapping around it. Here's the town of Arnold. That's where we're seeing the red and the green coming together, indicating some of that strong rotation. And Chris, I want to go ahead and circle that real quick, because I know you know what I'm doing here.
You're going to match it up.
Want to match it up and see if we have a debris signature.
Maybe, right? Well, maybe. It's hard because that's also, there's an absence of precipitation as well.
Right. So I would say it's inconclusive, but I wouldn't rule it out. I would absolutely treat this like it is a tornado in progress that's heading towards Arnold, that's about to cross Interstate 55 right now, and then work its way gradually up right into St. Louis, maybe just south side of St. Louis. So let's time it out.
Yeah, and you can see some of the locations where we are. Here's Interstate 55, and it's imminent here in Arnold, just a matter of time. You need to be in your safe location right now. Again, it's dark. There's no need to try to go out and look for it. You just wait until the warning expires, and then continuing all the way down, leading up until 10 o'clock, close to 10 o'clock, to Centerville.
Right, so these are suburbs of St. Louis and working in on the east side of town as well. And even if the rotation perhaps skirts south of the city, I don't think you're going to escape the winds. And look at the bright reflectivity that we have with it too.
So there's large hail is a possibility with these storms. We've seen reports of large hail, tennis ball size hail, and frequent quarter size hail. So this is damaging hail, the severe category type hail. But this is where we've seen some of these stronger, stronger updrafts producing some of the larger hail. And there you go, getting close to that tennis ball. So getting up higher than a golf ball size hail.
Yeah, this about ping pong ball size here, just to the south of Interstate 44. That's what's all heading into St. Louis. So you need to be preparing and getting ready. Make sure you grab your pets. Don't forget about them. Bring them to the basement with you. If you don't have a basement, you want the lowest level of the building that you're in, away from doors and windows. If you're maybe in an apartment building or a condo building as opposed to a home, a lot of times underneath the stairwell can be a safe place. You don't want to be in the big open lobby that maybe has, the sliding glass doors. Those would be bad places to be. Basement is best.
Here's all the lightnings. Let's go ahead and let's take a look, if we could, Jackie, back at the camera here. And there it is. This is St. Louis. Again, we're watching these storms, tornado-warned storms here in St. Louis, heading in the direction of the camera, heading right at the arch, and then across the river, and then heading this way.
All right, good to see there were folks that were actually out here just about 5 minutes ago, not even. So it's good to see that they got the warning, or at least saw the lightning. And that was
they got
enough to
Mother
scare
Nature's
them off.
message, time to bail, right?
Exactly. So certainly, you know, even without warnings, lightning is dangerous and can be deadly. So you always want to go inside whenever you see that lightning. So let's go back to the radar and get the latest with what's happening with some of these warnings. We do have an observed tag on this one now, Madison, St. Clair, and the city of St. Louis. So that is an observed tornado for the city of St. Louis. It's likely that hook that we were just looking at that we thought maybe we're seeing the debris signature. So let's get a closer look at that. The town of Arnold, this is moving in on top of you right now.
Especially the south side of town. That does not look good at all.
Arnold, you need to be in your tornado safe place. Stay there. This is a fast moving storm. You probably have less time than what you would normally expect under this type of a situation because these are moving at highway speed. They're moving around 55 to 60 miles per hour. So it doesn't buy you a lot of time when storms are moving that quickly. This is a very strong looking hook, a very dangerous situation. It's just about on top of Interstate 55 right now, maybe affecting 255 before it works its way right into St. Louis or just south of town. Even if the hook stays to the south of St. Louis is still going to get hammered with damaging winds and likely some of that large hail.
In line here, Columbia, Centerville, Belleville, Collinsville, Jarvis, all in line, all within this active tornado warning. And it just goes right up into the next one. It's going to be frequent lightning, heavy rain, strong gusty winds no matter what. But a couple areas within this overall mess, tornado warned storms.
So let's take a look at what's going on with this north one real quick, Heather, if we can, because I'm still seeing a little bit of a hook on that. We still have a warning on this one that does affect St. Charles right now. This earlier had a confirmed tornado when it was down here towards Wildwood. And there you can see now that hook is up right on top of St. Charles, heading towards the Alton area. We also very likely have some large hail in that. We can see the observed tag. So it sounds like at least we know earlier we had an observed tornado, but it looks like we may still have one ongoing right there. Looks like it's probably just south of St. Charles, though. What do you
Some
think?
Of the brighter
there's
colors
one there,
here.
and then there's maybe one there.
It's a little tough because of the reflectivity. It didn't look real obvious. It kind of looked like it was kind of petering out a little bit. But that's just the rain associated. It doesn't necessarily show us what the winds are doing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more impressed with the last scans as that moved into Maryland Heights. See how that was going there and then working its way in. This latest scan looks like we've got to jump way up here.
Right, so what's happening, the radar's over here. So these are the winds in red and orange that are going away from the radar. They're strong winds. You've got the winds coming in this direction, so toward the radar. So you can infer that there is the spin right in here. And oftentimes what will happen is that the rising air is coming up into the storm, and then as the air comes down with the rain, it can surge out, and that's where you can get the spin up. The intersection of that action right there, you can get the spin up. So you get those bright colors, that tight rotation as these storms are moving through.
All right, Blackjack, Alton, as well as Wood River, get to that tornado safe place right now. We are going to continue to track these severe storms moving through the St. Louis metro area.
Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about